So before we start the video, I'm going to split the gameplay into two separate videos, one of the first half of the game, one of the second half, because in the first half I mainly talk about the maps of the DLC and what I'd like about them and what I'd like to see in the next map pack, and in the second half of the video I then talk about the zombies and what I believe would be one of the best zombie maps ever created. And instead of having a 9-minute video, you may only be interested in one part of the topic, so therefore you can choose to watch either video if you aren't interested in the gameplay either. Hey, so what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about my thoughts and opinions on Black Ops 2's first piece of DLC, the Revolution map pack. The gameplay in the background is my highest KD game that I did actually get on the DLC map grind. It's an 87 for 1, and it probably would have been a lot better if their team weren't rage quitting and I didn't die like 1 or 2 kills off a second swarm or something like that. I can't really remember. But anyway, guys, this video is just going to be me giving my thoughts and opinions on the maps and like zombies and stuff like that, because being an Xbox Live user, we've had the map pack for, you know, a month and a half now, almost 2 months, so we should be expecting news of the second map pack anytime soon. As well as this, I'll be discussing what I'd like to also see in the second map pack, hopefully. Right, so let's start off with multiplayer maps. Out of the multiplayer maps, my favourite one out of the new DLC lot is Grind, and my least favourite one is probably Downhill. I'm not a fan of that one. It's a bit too open, and being a domination player, that middle flag can sometimes be a pain to take. But Grind is a very enjoyable map. I like it a lot because it's quite small, close quarters. As well as the other maps, you have Mirage and Hydro. Hydro is probably my second favourite map, with Mirage taking third place. Not really too keen on Mirage either. It's a pretty, I'd say short, small, it's quite a small map because it's only really got like 3 running routes, which are all sort of just the side and the other side and the middle, and it's not really got that much variety of sort of areas of the map. What I'd like to see from a multiplayer map would probably be one similar to Arcaden and Stadium from MW3 and Black Ops 1. Stadium came out as a part of one of the DLCs, and it was an amazing map. I really enjoyed that map. It's sort of quite similar, I'd say, to like Grind of this map pack. I see sort of some resemblance to those two, and it'll be really good to see another sort of inside area sort of map, so like a mall or something like that, and that'd be one of the type of maps which I'd probably like to see in the second piece of DLC. Along with this, I'd like more of a sniping map. So if you remember Liberation on MW3, that was supposed to be some sort of sniping map, but that map was terrible. It was awful, just like an open park, and the whole map design of it was just awful. I couldn't stand that map, and it was just too big, and it really wasn't enjoyable to play. I'd like to see a map like COD 4's Creek. That came out as a, you know, like a sniping map, and that map was just amazing for sniping. You had several different areas for like sniping to, like, you got on top of the hill at the beginning, and it was just a really enjoyable map, and it was just beautifully laid out. It was quite simple. It still had buildings and stuff like that. I wasn't really over impressed with the maps that we did get in the Revolution map pack. They could have had better maps in my opinion, so hopefully the next map pack will be even better than this one. Now, we got our first piece of guns DLC, the Peacekeeper SMG, and I really like this gun. It's probably one of my favourite SMGs to use because it does allow you to do stuff which you can't really do with the other SMGs. It allows you to take out enemies from a more defensive type of playstyle, as well as do the sort of running gun. And it's, you know, a bit more heavier than the PDW and like the MSMC, but does allow you to play more defensively, and it's like a mix between an SMG and an assault rifle, so this was a really good addition to the game, a nice safe bet for the first gun to include as DLC. For the next one, I'd like to see a new sniper rifle, another bolt action sniper rifle which can compete with the DSR because the ballista is a hit marker magnet. Either that or maybe a new shotgun or assault rifle, because those I'd say would be ones. I wouldn't really want a new LMG or like a pistol or something, because those just really wouldn't work out. But a new sort of sniper rifle or assault rifle is what I reckon they'll add in the next piece of DLC. Now, seeing as they added Turned in the first piece of DLC, I highly doubt they're going to add another game mode into zombies, because there's really not that much that they can bring to zombies to make a new game mode worthwhile. Like, becoming a zombie was something that everyone always wanted in zombies, and now they've done it, there really isn't many more areas that you can go into as for creating new game modes in zombies. So I reckon they might bring a new game mode into multiplayer, but I don't know if they'll count it as DLC, because that's a bit cheeky really. I know that MW3 did sort of include game modes as part of the content drops. With the Face Off, I think it was called, there is 3v3 or whatever that was part of DLC, which really sucked, because if you didn't play that sort of game mode, then you just wasted a content drop getting those maps. So to me, that was pointless. So I don't know if they'll try and match what was included in the first piece of DLC. So there was, 4 multiplayer, 1 zombie game mode and a gun. I don't think they're going to match it again, but we'll have to wait and see. So that's the end of the first half, where I talked about the multiplayer map, slightly went into turned and about gun DLC. So if you want to check out my next part, which is about the zombie map, then stay tuned for that to be uploaded as part 2.